Well, this year Smiley had a Yaller one-eyed cow that didn't have no tail, on just a short stump like a nanner. And so I went right on up to that cow and pet him. I tell you what, that cow just looked up at me, and then without any kind of warning, he just come a-charging toward me. I hightailed it all the way till I got to the corner store about 2 miles away. By the time I got there, I about passed a faint shy. Whew! I waited there for about 10 minutes, then I started back on my way towards Smiley's old house. Guess that cow made his way back, 'cause I didn't see no sign of him all the way there.
Let me tell you, when I got back to that Smiley's house, I knocked on his door. Then told him all about that cuckoo cow of his. Then I asked him about that cow, how he lost his tail. He told me that cow, Bella was her name, she lost her tail, one of them chickens of his on his farm mistaked her tail for a gigantic worm. Ever since then, she don't take no chances around no strangers. Then he told me about how that cow got some kind of sixth sense. He said that ever since that cow lost her right eye, she can tell exactly what the other animals are thinking. I told that Smiley he was crazy.
But he say, no, I'll challenge you to prove that cow is something special. He told me that he would bet $100 that Bella could prove her extra sense by tapping her back leg 3 times, then say moo-wee before each chicken would lay the eggs. I told that Smiley that I accepted his challenge and that if his cow couldn't prove herself that he would have to pay the money, plus he would have to go around town wearing a pink purse. He agreed but warned me that I would have to do the same if I lost the bet. I said, "Who that say I can't beat you, Smiley?" So we just sat there talking for a while. Then we heard that darn cow trotting down the driveway.
I told Smiley that it was time for the show to begin. So we both made our way outside. I watched as Smiley went on over to the cow and gave her a big old hug. Closer to her back end, I noticed, and whispered something in her ear. I was just a-thinking to myself, look at this fool. Then he went to the chicken coop and brought out a few chickens. By golly, I couldn't believe my eyes. But that cow started yippee-yapping, then popping that back leg up and down. A few seconds later, I saw one of them chickens lay an egg. Then Smiley looked at me and he said to hand over the money and dust off my boots. I had to follow up with that bet, so first I took out my wallet, then put on that pink purse and headed to the town. Woo-wee! I tell you what, that was some kind of embarrassing.
I just went on through town and then came back to Smiley's house to change before going home. And let me tell you, I about blew a fuse when I saw a can of them itchy fleas sitting on the kitchen table. That explained just why Smiley was hugging on the tail end of that cow. Then I decided I should take a little look around the house while Smiley was outside to see exactly how he planned the rest. And what do you know? Right on the kitchen fridge, he had each chicken's egg-laying schedule posted up there. Moo-wee!
That darn old Smiley had outsmarted me for sure. I ran on out to the yard to tell Smiley how mad I was, but you know that Smiley got away with all that mess. He told me the challenge is not always saying what you mean, but to say it with as few words as possible. With that comment, I just stumped on down the driveway. That was the last time I seen old Sneaky Smiley.
Hi there, I am Roy, and this here is Wayne. And we're here to give you the steps to know if someone is a redneck, aka country folk. Same thing, country folk, country people, it's all the same. Well, anyway, here we go. We put a little poetry together for you guys today. Alright, here we go. So, I guess I'll start off. Alright. So if you've ever been on television more than 5 times describing what the tornado sounded like, you might be a redneck.
If you've ever cut your grass and found a car, you just might be a redneck.
Might be. If your dad walks you to school because you're in the same grade, you might be a redneck.
If somebody asks you to see your ID and you show them your belt buckle, you just might be a redneck.
And let me tell you this, if your dog and your wallet are both on the same chain, you might be a redneck. And last but not least, if you see a sign that says "Say no to crack," well, and if that reminds you to pull up your jeans, you might be a redneck. Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.
Bye.